Hey guys, it's Mike here from Stage Left. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a little test run with the LR Baggs Voiceprint DI. It works really well with guitar. It was designed with guitar in mind. We're just wondering, is it going to work with other instruments? So you might be asking, what is a Voiceprint DI and what is its application and what does it do? It's essentially a impulse response pedal that you can take live to the stage and essentially have your instrument plugged in and then also blend how it sounds in a room with your sound so that it essentially sounds like you're almost not plugged in.
Essentially.
The Voiceprint DI was announced at NAMM 2020 and I actually picked one up shortly after that. Been touring live with it for 5 years. Amazing piece of gear.
With enthusiasm.
And since Brad and I are both violin players, we figured we would do a little...
Fiddle players.
Same thing!
So I have my fiddle here, and Brad also brought his fiddle. Brad's fiddle has the Cremona pickup, and mine has the Fishman V300. So of course those will be sounding different. We'll be going through the pros and cons, and we'll also do some sound clips at the end. We're going to pretend that we just bought this pedal and we're setting it up for the first time. So we'll go through the steps of setting it up, making a voice print, and we'll try to closely follow the prompts that they give for the guitar and to closely match the violin. And then at the end, we'll try some different techniques and see what worked better and what sounded better. All right, we're going to go through the Voiceprint app, or the LR Baggs acoustic app, and we're going to make a voice print with the fiddle here. We have Brad's fiddle, and he's got the Cremona pickup. We have it plugged into the Voiceprint DI, and then we have it going into our DAW here. So we're going to just show you how the app works. We're going to make a voice print. So let's do that. So we're going to press Create New Voice Print, and we've already plugged everything in. So we're just going to go right into Create Voice Print, and we're going to follow the prompts as they come up. It'll be a little different because we're doing it with a fiddle, but let's do it. So it says to firmly tap on the bridge, so we're going to just tap on the bridge. Perfect. Now we're going to strum several chords in a row, so we're just going to play open chords on the fiddle. So. Perfect. Now we're going to slowly, it says to slowly pick individual strings and let them ring. So we're just going to do that. All right, saying to do some scales, so we'll start step 4. All right, so we're essentially done. So we're going to generate and we're going to have a listen and see how it sounds. You can do it over headphones, over studio speakers, and see if you like it. If not, you just repeat the process until you're happy.
We're going to jump into just a quick look into the app, setting your levels and EQs depending on what kind of instrument you're using. So obviously, Mike is using my fiddle currently, and we're creating a voice print. So it's ready for the stage. So looking at the DAW, got a quite low signal. So I would probably boost it around, let's say 10.1. I hate that.
That's OCD. That's crazy.
Next, we're going to go with a voice print. So here is your actual voice print level, how much you want it to push through. So I found 1 dB is fine. And where it says voice, that is kind of like your blend, like a wet dry thing. So on my fiddle, 68% mixture. So it was a really good mix of, the big body sound from the DI or the pickup signal. And then you mix in that voice print to give it that natural body feel. And You guys will hear it in just a few seconds. And the anti-feedback page. And then you have the EQ section. If we scroll down, you know, if I'm going to be basically making an EQ on this for a live situation, you know, let's do the high pass. Don't want to take away too much. You can start there. Oh my goodness. Sure. And with the fiddle range, I really like that bottom end. So kind of like in the guitar range, about 140, give it a boost there. And there's something about the low mids on the fiddle. I wouldn't have it in the guitar, just to give it like a little bit of warmth. So let's just do a little dabble there. Let's tighten up the Q a little bit. And sometimes fiddles can be shrill, so you could put a low pass. I'm just kind of going blindly into this one, but just to give you guys an idea what the actual, you know, the app looks like inside. So let's say it's a little dark. My fiddle is on the darker side. So I'd like to, let's say, add a little bit of life and some brilliance. So let's go to 7300 hertz or 7.3K. And let's give it a bit of juice. Just, let's say that's the hot spot right there. Make a wide Q so it's more general, more spread on it. Perfect. And that's how I would set up normally. But obviously it all is subjective and you would set it how you want to. So, and that is basically the deep dive into the app and to give you guys a look at what you could do.
So next we're going to record the fiddle using the SE2200 mic, and then we're going to do the voice print and see how close or how natural we can get the voice print to sound in comparison to the recordings we just did.
Yes! Finally!
All right, we're going to do my fiddle with the voice print activated. Here we go. All right, now we're going to do my fiddle again with the voice print bypassed. All right, so here's Brad's fiddle with the voice print activated. All right, now we're going to bypass it on the pedal. Here we go. Next, we're going to go through some pros and cons and some of the features that I really like about this pedal and some things that I feel can be improved. So one of my favorite features about this pedal is the fact that you can use this with your smartphone. You can use it from anywhere, anytime, as long as you have a few cables, your smartphone, Bluetooth connection, you can literally make an IR wherever you are. Live setting, backstage, in your car, anywhere, honestly.
Anywhere.
So the next thing I really like about this pedal is that it's actually pretty small and fits really nicely on my pedal board. We have the voice print DI, and then we actually just have a regular DI, so you can see the comparison there.
What is he doing?
Someone's got to stop him.
Another cool thing about this pedal is that while you're doing the voice print, The app actually learns the problem frequencies, and then you can dial in anti-feedback later on. If you look at the front of the pedal, there's also a pad, so you can attenuate your signal from 0 dB all the way to negative 9 dB in case you come across any hot pickups.
No, you broke character.
One thing I would have liked to see about this pedal is if it would have had a built-in tuner, because you can't just bring it as a standalone unit, put it on the floor, and have it be like a one-stop shop. You also have to bring either a clip-on tuner, have one built into your guitar, or have another one tied to the front of this guy. Something else I found a little less appealing about the Voiceprint DI is to get from, let's say, preset 1 to preset 9, you actually have to click the next button, 9 times. So if you're standing there in front of a bunch of people and you're just clicking your button, or you can also like lean over and there's a select button that you could like quickly scroll through the presets, but I just didn't find that super practical. So another thing that I've come across while using the Voiceprint DI is that the Bluetooth connection can be a little buggy. I've been in like a sound check setting or some time crunch where I wanted to try to connect to the pedal and it just wasn't connecting. So I actually had to forget the pedal on my phone and then repair and then reconnect, and then it worked, and then sometimes 20 minutes later it wouldn't work the next time I opened up the app. So
It's not working! It's not working.
So the biggest downside for me, someone who uses low output fiddle pickups, is that when I'm making a voice print, the signal or the volume that comes from the voice print after I've created it is very low. So when I'm using the pedal in a live setting, I have to crank the voice print to get the proper level, and then also turn up the master, which in turn creates an audible noise floor that you can hear through the PA. So my final impression about the Voiceprint DI, I really love this pedal. I use it on almost every gig. I use it for mandolin, guitar, fiddle. It really helps to bring back a lot of the body from the instrument and the characteristics of my instrument itself. It takes away the nasal sound of the pickup, like piezo pickup, and helps bring back a lot of that. How your fiddle would sound in a room if you were just playing it without it being plugged in. Another thing I really liked about the Voiceprint is that the ease of use. I can use my cell phone. I bring my cell phone everywhere. I don't need to bring an expensive microphone or like condenser mic and then make my Voiceprint that way. Cell phone is super easy to use. The prompts are easy to use, and it always comes out sounding amazing. So there you have it, the Voiceprint DI from LR Baggs and why it is an integral part of my live sound. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you want to see more content from Stage Left, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you at the next video. It's time for a good joke. Like, what's the difference between a violin and a fiddle?
What?
Spelling.
Hey.
That was awful.
I like that. You're gonna keep that in.